Hello there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the Kenyan Master, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we will be discussing dropshipping. And yeah, so in a nutshell, what dropshipping is, and I recently took a course on it, and this is what I want to review. And without further ado, let's get to it. So, what is dropshipping? So, you might have heard of dropshipping, and if you're familiar with the terms Shopify and Alibaba and e-commerce, that is essentially what dropshipping is. It is an online business model where you get to identify a product from a manufacturer and sell it, market it, and sell it, and make money, and make profit, right? So yeah, that is essentially what dropshipping is. And my story goes like this. I recently did a course about a month ago, an 18-hour course, and yeah, it's an 18-hour course by this guy. His name is Jordan Welch. He's located in the States, and he's a successful business person. He's a successful dropshipper. He uses Shopify to do his dropshipping. That's his store. And yeah, I took his course. It was very informative and enlightening. And today we'll be making a review on it. I hope it's going to be helpful for you as well, who you might have thought into getting into. You might have thought into getting into, you might want to make some more money. Might have thought into getting into dropshipping, understanding what Shopify is, understanding what Alibaba is, and yeah. So this video is for you. So yeah, what was my experience? So I took this course. It is not exactly a short course, but it's not long per se. It's an 18-hour course. That is an 18-hour video on YouTube, and yeah, it's really informative. So it took me roughly, say, about 3 weeks to completely do it, but at some point I realized that it is going to be a challenge, and so these were the challenges that I faced. One, since I took the course, a course that is really from a guy located in the States. It's a business model. Using Shopify is a business model that really works in, in the Western world, in the, in the States, maybe in the UK, possibly, and such like countries. And yeah, it is a very nice business model. It is a really nice business model. That's all I would say about it. But unfortunately, it does not work. It is not exactly work here in Kenya, because you have to identify a product. This is done by the help of apps. So I remember using this app. The app is AutoDS, where you pay a subscription, and yeah, you're given full access to manufacturers. So say you wanted to sell a product. Mine was I identified a lamp. I wanted to sell lamps, and unfortunately, yeah, I got a lamp, and unfortunately I couldn't sell it within. And the reason is this, is that as I was trying to set up my payment method, the payment procedures that are used to purchase a product, I realized that the payment options that are available to us as Kenyans not exactly applicable here. They do not exactly work in this country. Yeah, so that, it's basically the whole purpose of doing the business now, because you might have goodwill, wanted to try out the product, and wanted to try out the business model, and unfortunately sometimes it just can't work. If you really cannot transact money, you really cannot do business. I also think there's a problem with logistics. It's not exactly a problem, but well, this is what I mean is if you say you decided to buy a product, say these shades that I have here, it'll take you, since it's coming from the manufacturer who who is overseas, right? I remember when I purchased my product, all my manufacturers were located in China. So if you wanted to buy these shades, you would have to wait for roughly 2 weeks before you would get it, right? And yeah, that's inefficient to say the least. That's very inefficient to say the least, but it's possible. You see, it's possible to maybe to it's possible, but it's very slow. And but having, if you really cannot transact money, as I told you, that's beats the whole purpose of, of doing business. But nonetheless, the course was very good. But anyone who says that they're doing drop shipping with Shopify specifically, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I'm yet to see anyone who is doing business successfully in Kenya using Shopify, because it is a very good business model. Unfortunately, it is not. We aren't at the level where it is exactly, you know, it isn't exactly applicable for us right now, simply because of the logistics and sorry, simply because of the logistics and the payment methods. And yeah, in a nutshell. But so when I think about Alibaba, I think those who might be doing dropshipping with Alibaba, you people have a good chance and might be doing business actually, because I know of the owner of Alibaba is Jack Ma, and Jack Ma has actually visited Kenya and has seen the potential to do business in Kenya. He sees the economy here is well suited for, it's well suited for investors, because here people are very literate, are very compliant with technology. They know how to use technology. They yeah, so it's very easy for you to do e-commerce in Kenya. But I think the only model that works currently is the e-commerce model that works currently is with Alibaba. Yeah, so if you want to make money, I would propose that you do it with Alibaba, not Shopify. And yeah, this, I know they advertise products, so that's the reason. That is how I came to know of the business, right? Maybe through Instagram, through adverts on YouTube. Yeah, and but yo, yeah. So I don't think it works in Kenya. That's just it. I just don't think it works in Kenya. But nevertheless, it's implemented in Kenya, but through other platforms like Alibaba. So yeah, since I tried it, I don't want to say that I gained nothing from it. Nonetheless, I also lost something, but not exactly losing. If it's not exactly losing if you gain. So, but what I'm trying to say is that I spent money. I spent roughly about 10,000 shillings setting up the store, because what happens is that you have to use different apps. And what I mean by apps is that you have to buy, subscriptions. Say like the app that connects you to the manufacturer. That app is AutoDS, and yeah, it has a cost on it. You do a monthly subscription. So that is, amount of money you have to pay. Setting up the store itself. So the store itself is Shopify, and yeah, you also pay for a subscription there as well. And the other one is that you have to do reviews. You have to use an app that makes reviews. You have to use more money as well. And yeah, and such like. And another app that enables you to make a website, and that calls for more money still. Yeah, so if you catch what I'm saying, is that I spent money. It's essentially you have to spend money to make money. Unfortunately, some systems are not applicable for Kenyans right now. Say like like that what did I say it was, like that Shopify one, that drop shipping through using Shopify. In Kenya, it is not exactly applicable. And saying for Kenya, I think that goes for a lot of African countries, because what my understanding is that Kenya is really high in the ranks in terms of economy, in terms of ICT as well. And yeah, but I don't think Shopify works for us right now. So yeah, I learned some valuable lessons. I learned how to do good marketing, how to sell a product. I think it's really necessary. It might not make sense if you've not gone through the course. It is a very intensive course for, and I must admit, it takes a lot of will and a lot of grit to want to do and complete the course. It's not an easy course. It's not exactly a difficult course. It's not long. It's not an exactly long course, but yeah, it is 18 hours long. It's like an 18 hours video, and I don't think anyone in their right mind will sit down for 18 hours and watch a video, start to finish. It's really, that's madness. In a nutshell, that's really madness. So yeah, So my final verdict is that yeah, drop shipping is a business model that actually works even in Kenya, even currently. So long as you're buying a product, any sort of product, especially in the supermarkets, um, that essentially is drop shipping. Yeah, that essentially is drop shipping. So yeah, so that essentially is drop shipping. So but if you want to do it for yourself, you have to set up store and you have to spend some money. And yeah, that's just about it. For dropshipping, we have to for dropshipping with Shopify, we have to leave it for the guys in the West. Or maybe if you're someone who travels in and out of the country, say you can set it up while in the States, do business in the States, and you're gonna make money, and that I'm sure of, because this guy, he makes a lot of money. He makes roughly, say, $300,000 in revenue per month. Say you take care of all his expenses, he's left with a good amount of money. And reason I know this is because I follow him a lot. I think I look up to him. He's a good mentor. He did not lie. Just that business model does not work in Kenya. So for those of you who might be wanting to do Shopify in Kenya, I advise not to do it. Yeah, I advise not to do it. So I think that summarizes my video, right? It was really mostly about Shopify, dropshipping, and this course. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to request you, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and yeah, give me, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel apparently, and yeah, see you in the next video. So cheers, take care, I love you.